Hello, this is Megha Pandre, and today we will be doing the second part of the figure of speech. And today we will cover um, alliteration, personification, and repetition. Along with these definitions and the exercise, we will be doing the exercise of the part one, where we had finished with the simile, metaphor, and hyperbole. And we will be completing the exercise. Okay, so let's begin. Now, this was the exercise, this was the activity which was being given as a homework exercise to find out simile, metaphor, and hyperbole. Now, the answers, these are the answers. Now, we will do it one by one with the explanation. Her hair was as soft as a spider web. Now, here, why it is simile? The first we have already done. Which are the things we have to keep in mind, like or as? Then it is a simile. And two different things which are not common. For example, hair of a girl and that with the spider. So they are not related with each other. And here, what is a common thing we have found in between them is the soft. How the hair are soft. The man held the blanket like a memory. And here, the another word, like. Because of the like, here the sentence is simile. The man held the blanket like a memory. Your suitcase weighed a ton. Again here, this sentence is a hyperbole. Why hyperbole? Because here exaggerated word is being used. The suitcase weighs a ton. She hung her head like a dying flower. Now here, this sentence is a simile. Why? Because the word like is being used. She hung her head like a dying flower. Now, how did she hung her head? Like the dying flower. So here, two different things which are being compared. She is as heavy as an elephant. Now again, hyperbole. Why hyperbole? Because she is being compared as she is too heavy. And like whom? Like an elephant. So again, exaggerated word is being used. The wheels of justice turn slowly. Now here, this is metaphor. Why metaphor? Because here the wheel of justice turns. How does it goes? It moves slowly, because whenever you are getting justice, it takes lot of time. It takes years where you get the when you get the justice. Okay, so that for that reason the wheels of justice turns slowly. Next, the computer in the classroom was an old dinosaur. Now here, this sentence is a metaphor. Why it is a metaphor? Because here the computer in the classroom is compared to what? To an old dinosaur. The clouds sail across the sky. Now here, this sentence, the clouds sail across the sky, is a metaphor. Why it is metaphor? Because the figure of speech in which a word or phrase is applied to an object to which it is not literally applicable. It is not applicable for the cloud to sail across the sky. Next, my dad will kill me when he comes home. Again, this is hyperbole. Why hyperbole? Because exaggerated word is being used. That he will kill my dad will kill me when he comes home. Next Friday is never going to arrive. Again, hyperbole. Why hyperbole? Because here again, exaggerated word is being used that the Friday is never going to arrive. I'm so sad that I'm drowning in tears. Now again, hyperbole. Why hyperbole? Because here, um, the word which is exaggerated word which is being used, drowning in tears. Nobody drown in tear. The leaves are dancing in the breeze. Again, hyperbole. That here the leaves are dancing in what? They are dancing in the breeze. Your brain is a computer. Again, hyperbole, because here a human brain is being compared to that of a computer. Okay, this was the exercise which I had given you as an exercise. Now we will move on with the definition of personification. Now, what is personification? Personification is a figure of speech in which a thing, an idea, or an animal is given human attributes. Okay, so here the non-living thing object are portrayed in such a way um, that we feel that they have the ability to act like human beings. Okay, I'll just give you a few examples which will help you to find out what is personification. For example, when we say the sky weeps, sky never cry, but here the sky weeps. We are giving the sky the ability to cry, okay, which is a human quality. Thus, we can say that the sky has been personified in the given sentence. So this sentence is a personification because the sky is given a human quality to weep, to cry, okay. Now, these are the next examples, some of the examples which will help us to identify the personification. Look at my bike. She is beautiful, isn't she? Now here the quality of a bike is being compared to the beauty of a lady. So here personification, the wind whispered through the dry grass, whispering, whispering. Here human quality is given to the wind to whisper through the dry grass. The flower dance in gentle breeze. Now here the flower is given the quality, human quality, to dance in the gentle breeze. So this, I hope you must have understood with the help of definitions and examples that how to identify personification. Okay, now we will move on with the next definition called alliteration. Now, what is alliteration? Alliteration is a term to describe a literary device. Now, what is a literary device? In which a series of words begin with the same consonant sound. Okay, so this is called a literary device when which a series of words begin with the same consonant sound. So which are the consonant sounds? These are the consonant sound which begins with the same consonant sound. Uh, a classic example is she sells seashells by the seashore. And here sir, because of that reason it is called alliteration. So next is Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled pepper. So this is the another example of alliteration. Okay, next. Alliteration. Alliteration is also a tongue twister because all these begin with the same consonant sound. Peter Picker picked a peck of pickled peppers. A good cook would cook as much cookies as a good cook would cook cookies. Black buck bit a big black bear. Sheep should sleep in a shed. So these are the consonant sound with the same so. Okay. So these are the some of the examples of alliteration. Now we will move on with the next figure of speech, that is repetition. Repetition is very easy. Repetition is when word or phrase are repeated in the literary device. Literary device means in poetry you must have heard the sentences which the sentences or words are being repeated twice, thrice at the end of the paragraph. That is called repetition. Repetition is often used in poetry or song and it is used to create rhythm and bring attention to an idea. Okay, so repetition is also often used in speech as a rhetorical device to bring attention to an idea. Okay, these are some of the examples of repetitions. If you think you can do it, you can do it. So, repeated. So, these are the repeated words. The boy was a good footballer because his father was a footballer and his grandfather was a footballer. So, again, footballer being used. The bird said, I don't sing because I'm happy. I'm happy because I sing. So, these are the examples of repetition. I hope you must have understood with the definitions and these some of the examples. These are the examples which will help you to keep these definitions up to long period. You won't be able to, with these examples, you will be able to understand easily. Okay. Next is, this is the exercise. This is your homework. Examples of personification, alliteration and repetition. And this is the homework which is given to you. Now you have to finish, and whenever we will meet in the next episode, next part, we will begin with this only. We will finish with this exercise with the explanation. And till then, goodbye. Thank you.